Hi and welcome once again to this time of hymn singing before the gospel goes live on YouTube. The first hymn this week is number 192 in the book. 192, we'll sing the first two verses. Down at the cross where my Saviour died, down where for cleansing from sin I cried, there to my heart was the blood applied, glory to his name. 192 verses 1 and 2. And 34. This one perhaps slightly less familiar. Still out of Christ, where so oft he has called, when so oft he has called you. Why will you longer refuse to believe? What can you hope from the world or its pleasure? How can you trust them when both will deceive? Come to Jesus. Come to Jesus while you may. Now he is waiting to receive you. Hark, he is calling you today. Verses 1 and 4 of number 234. Still out of Christ, when so oft he has called you, why will you longer refuse to believe? What can you hope from the world or its pleasures? How can you trust them when both will deceive? Come to Jesus, weary, heavy hearted. Come to Jesus while you may. Now he is waiting to receive you. Why he is calling you today. Still out of Christ and the Lord is promised. While you are longing and love to receive, is where the star of your faith is directing. Is at this moment repent and believe. Come to Jesus, weary, heavy hearted. Come to Jesus while you may. Now he is waiting to receive you. Why he is calling you today. 209. 209. Have you found the Saviour precious, more than all on earth beside? He who gave his life to save you, who for your transgressions died. Have you found the Saviour precious? Can you slight such love as this? Surely there can be no greater. would you give your life for his? This time again, verses 1 and 4 of number 209. Hark, 'tis the shepherd's voice I hear, out in the desert dark and drear, calling the lambs who've gone astray, far from the shepherd's fold away. Bring them in, bring the wandering ones to Jesus. We'll sing again the first two verses, this time of number 109. And then finally this evening, number 614. 614, perhaps another one that's slightly less familiar. I was once far away from the Saviour and as vile as a sinner could be, and I wondered if Christ the Redeemer could save a poor sinner like me. The 5th verse says, I then fully trusted in Jesus, and oh, what a joy came to me. My heart was filled with his praises for saving a sinner like me. We'll sing then verses 1 and 5 of number 614. Thanks again for joining with us for this time of hymn singing, and don't forget that the gospel meeting, the gospel message should be available on YouTube just now. Thanks for joining with us, and again, God bless you until the next time that we spend together.